What's up, boys and girls? Carter here for Forge 4x4. We're at Olaf Events. We have an awesome overlanding event that we were invited to, and we had to come and check it out. And I wanted to do a quick little cooking segment. I've been a huge fan of cooking. My grandparents started a gourmet kitchen store 40 years ago, and I've been cooking avidly ever since. Now we're gonna start out really basic, using ingredients that you could find no matter where you live, although some of the meats that I have may have been marinated to a point that you may not be able to get unless you're in Southern California. Starting off, I know everyone can make tacos. It is not that hard, but I do want to talk through some of the things that we have set up at camp right now because I am loving them. They are not sponsors at all. They do not pay us anything. This is just literally things that I found that I think you are gonna love. When it comes to a scuttle, I know that they're very popular in the overlanding space, but I'd way rather go with a cast iron griddle, something that is a hot plate that can go over even any type of stove that you have, that has this huge work area that you could go and use, and then also take it home and use it on your stove at home. This is one thing that you probably haven't seen. This is called a prep deck. Now, what I love about this prep deck is, it looks pretty cool. You could have this in your home, but what I love about it for overlanding is threefold. One, it has all these awesome compartments. You could throw this whole thing in a cooler and it will all stay cool. So you could prep everything that you want ahead of time, bring it out to wherever you're going, and then just open it up and be ready to go. That is a huge plus. Also, if this won't fit in a cooler for you, you could take each one of these individually, put it in a cooler, and keep it cool. Put it in a cooler and keep it cool. Keep it fresh. Next day, you have tacos the next morning. Love that. Also, there's a little storage area under here, which I have a nice chef's knife. And on the other side, this is what's really cool. Again, they are not a sponsor. I just found this out, opened it up, and I am in love with it. You have all of these different items, like a mandolin. You could make some lemonade if you happen to stumble upon a lemon tree out in the middle of nowhere. You have a cheese grater, a microblade, and then this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that we have a peeler right here, but I don't know what these little circles are. I don't know what those are. Do you know what those are? Strip the leaves off of different, okay. You got a stripper. It also comes with a stripper. It's brand new. This is the first time I've opened it. It also has a garlic smasher. Just smash that garlic. Get all that garlic up and smashed. Speaking of smashed, let's get some tacos and some tequila. All right, so here's what we got going on with our taco night. We have the griddle warming up. You can hear our poblano just getting nice and toasty. We kind of have it on the side. We have it down to low right now. I'm going to start with the meat. Now, I've already prepped some things, which saves a lot of time. And again, if you have a prep deck, you can literally do everything ahead of time. Just throw it in the cooler or throw this whole thing in the cooler and be good to go. But we have some salsa fresca, tomatoes, jalapenos, cilantro, and onion. Simple, thrown together, and it is delicious. A little salt and pepper, you're good to go. Salsa roja. This was actually store-bought at a local La Tiendita that I have in my neighborhood, Southern California. I'm sorry, we have the best Mexican food. There's no bar none. Texas, fight me. Guacamole. If you don't know how to make guacamole, I would probably leave and go to Canada because guacamole is amazing. Crema. Now, Mexican crema. You may know it as sour cream, but Mexican crema is so much creamier, so much more delicious, a little bit more salty. It doesn't have any sourness. It's literally just like a fresh cream that I've come to love. It is, bar none, 1,000 times better than any sour cream that you could buy at the store. I will die on the hill for that one. Last but not least, queso. Now this is queso fresco. It comes in a big block. You shred it up. This is what you normally see on like rolled tacos. Our charcoal down here is looking real good, real nice. And I got a special treat. You ready for this? It's not tacos unless you have some mesquite smoking chips. And we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on this. It's not going to do that much into the meat. It's gonna do a little bit, but it looks kind of cool. It smells really good. Interest of full disclosure, we're out overlanding. I'm not gonna soak these in water for a while. I'm just gonna sprinkle them on and then put the meat on, and hopefully the mesquite flavor really digs deep into that meat. So gonna put it in, the flame's gonna kick up. Now the key whenever you're barbecuing on charcoal or anything else, you wanna make sure that you're not cooking over a direct flame. You want that even heat. So we got 3 different kinds of meat: carne asada, pollo asada, and puerco adobada pork. It's very rich and awesome. Lots of chilies, ton of flavor. great for tacos. Normally I would put those over the skillet. I'm gonna cook them over charcoal in our BioLite grill. Now check this thing out. This is my go-to secret weapon. You guys may have seen this before. I'm seriously loving it for a couple different reasons. One, you could have charcoal in it. You have firewood. You can make this into a fire pit. I took it down to the beach the other day and it was awesome. We had a bonfire on the beach and you could turn up the volume on it as air blowing into the area. So if you want a hotter grill or a colder grill, you could just do it with a flip of a switch. All right, so we got some crispy cheese, some caramelized onions. We're gonna open up the carne asada. Oh, it smells good already. You definitely get a little bit of that mesquite. Gonna throw a chicken breast on. We're gonna fill that up. Now this carne asada is gonna cook pretty quick. The pollo asada is gonna take a little bit longer. I'm gonna throw the pork on here so that I could get it even cooked quickly. You could see the chilies, you could smell them. It smells, for raw meat, it's good. It's good smelling raw meat. All right, we got the pork cooking. We got our carne asada and pollo asada cooking on the barbecue. We have some corn tortillas and flour tortillas. Obviously everything is a personal preference. You can make some burritos with that. Tacos. I sometimes take shredded cheese and literally just make that my tortilla, throw it on the griddle, put it so it's nice and even. It will cook nice and flat, flip it over real quick, and then you literally have a taco shell just from cheese. We didn't bring any shredded cheese on this trip, which happens sometimes in overlanding. It's okay. It's not like it ruined the entire cooking segment. It's not like it was my silver bullet in this whole entire thing. We're gonna make sure that pork cooks to temperature. We're at a nice medium heat. With these tortillas, they don't take that long. And once you have them warmed up, you wanna make sure you do that last. So timing wise is obviously huge with any type of cooking, everything that you're doing. And you wanna make sure you know that the pork and chicken is gonna cook a little bit longer than the carne asada. The carne asada is gonna cook really fast, especially if you have it on high heat. And that's what you want. You want it at that medium rare, but the only way you're gonna get there is if you cook it really fast. So it's literally almost done. I could smell it right now. We're gonna take that off after we flip these tortillas. Another fun thing that you could do is after the pork comes off, look at that. It's looking good. We need a little bit more color on there. After the pork comes off, little trick is cook your tortillas, warm them up on where you had the pork on it. You're gonna have all those juices, all that flavor is gonna soak into the tortilla. It is freaking awesome. We also have a little poblano that we got some color on. That's gonna be a great addition. And of course, everything on our prep deck is gonna make a great taco station. Now down here, we got our carne asada. Now this is done. This is for sure done. I'm gonna move that off to the side. I'm gonna move this carne asada right here. The chicken is gonna take a little bit longer, which is fine.
All right, nice.
Ooh, look at that color on that chicken. That is looking delicioso. And this carne asada, that is done. So I wanted a little bit more on here, and that's the issue with cooking on this grill and charcoal in general, is you may not have it as even, and it's all about personal preference, but I'm gonna cook that part a little bit longer. This obviously needs a little bit more work, and I think this guy that's perfect right there. Just a little bit of color, but still has that texture that you want, anything from steak. Let's get a taco going. We got one done. So carne asada, you always want to cut against the grain, and you see that there's a little vein right here. There's a little like fat layer. We're gonna cut around that because anytime you eat that, it's just like a fatty, like tough layer. I don't want to eat that personally. So give that to the dog, and then we're gonna cut against the grain. We're gonna get a decent, I don't want to cut like mincemeat. I don't want something small. I want to have a little bit of texture on it. And there we go. What I love about this prep deck is this is a cutting board. Look at that. That is awesome. We're gonna take our tortilla, we're gonna put a little bit of meat on there, smash it with some sour cream on one side, smash it with some guacamole on the other side, drip it with a little bit of salsa roja, sprinkle it with a little bit of salsa fresca, or maybe a little bit more. Oh my God, this is looking real good. We're gonna do a little bit of that, throw that over for good luck, some cilantro, a nice radish, and look what we got here. Oh my God, what the F is happening? I forgot the most important part, our crispy cheese. We got a little bit of this crispy cheese that we're gonna put right on the side there. And this, my friends, is what you call Carne, look at that. I need to have you guys just look at everything working together. Carne asada taco. I'm salivating. I gotta make sure my pork doesn't burn, but holy shnikes. Every single time. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the Mexican tiendita in San Diego with some awesome fresh cooked corn tortillas, all the accoutrement that you'd expect with Mexican food and a taco. This is it. Easiest thing you can make overlanding, tacos. Anyway, I'm gonna dominate this. I'm gonna have some tequila. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna go up in that rooftop tent and I'm gonna say adios to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Another Carter from Forge 4x4. I made some tacos. You can make whatever you want. I love this prep deck. I love the Eureka grill, the BioLite, everything that we've had and selected here. I've gone through a lot of stuff, even from the table. And this is honestly one of my favorite setups. So if you like what you just saw and you want to eat this delicious taco, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us create more awesome content. And yeah, let us know how your tacos turn out, because this one is going to be gone in about 30 seconds. Thanks for watching.